Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story you think you know, but with a twist. It's the untold secrets behind one of America's most iconic landmarks, the Statue of Liberty. While France's mission was to create and gift the statue as a symbol of freedom and friendship, the United States took on the big responsibility of building the pedestal that would support this monumental figure. Together, they aim to celebrate the shared values of liberty. And don't miss the end of the video, where we'll reveal an amazing secret about the hidden and almost forgotten political influence behind the monument that will change how you see this famous symbol forever. Who were they? What did they want? And how did they change the course of history? The answers to these questions can surprise you. Let's begin. While the Statue of Liberty is known as a gift from France to celebrate freedom in 1886, few people know who planted the seed for this monumental gift. It was Édouard René de Laboulaye, a French historian, politician, and a Freemason. As part of a secretive fraternity known for its influence, Laboulaye's vision went beyond mere diplomacy. He saw liberty as a sacred ideal, a symbol of hope that both nations should honor. But the story of Laboulaye is just the beginning. Who actually brought this dream to life? Let's find out. Can you guess who designed the Statue of Liberty and helped turn the vision of Édouard de Laboulaye into reality? Meet Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, the creative mind behind the statue's design, and yes, another Freemason. He was determined to create something that would stand the test of time, but he quickly realized that such a towering figure required top-notch engineering. Bartholdi turned to the visionary Gustave Eiffel, the mastermind behind the Eiffel Tower. His ingenious contribution to the Statue of Liberty would soon be unveiled. But that's not all. Before Lady Liberty, Bartholdi had his eyes set on another grand project. Curious about where? Stay with us, because this one's going to surprise you. Where do you think Bartholdi originally planned to build a giant statue? Bartholdi's original dream wasn't in New York, it was in Egypt. He envisioned a giant statue called Egypt carrying the light to Asia, to stand at the entrance of the Suez Canal, guiding ships into a new era. But when the plan was rejected due to costs, Bartholdi saw a new opportunity across the Atlantic, what would become the Statue of Liberty. Imagine how different history could have been. But while Bartholdi's vision may have changed, his determination never did. As he reimagined the statue for its new home in America, he made a crucial decision, choosing a material that would stand the test of time. And yet, over the years, this choice led to a transformation that surprised even him. So, what happened to Lady Liberty's appearance? Bartholdi chose copper for the Statue of Liberty's exterior, known for its rich, reddish-brown color. But over time, the sea breeze and the elements transformed her look completely. It's a change that surprised many. Do you know what happened? What process caused the Statue of Liberty to change from its original copper color to its iconic green color? Patination, a natural reaction where the copper surface slowly reacts with the air, moisture, and pollutants, forming a thin green layer called a patina. This layer not only changed her appearance, but also protected the copper underneath, creating a shield against further corrosion. That's how Lady Liberty has endured for generations. It's what gives her that beautiful, iconic green color we know today. But the statue's transformation doesn't end there. The change in color was just one chapter in Lady Liberty's evolving story. There was another part of her that couldn't withstand the passage of time, the original torch. Decades of harsh weather left their mark, and a century after she first lit up New York Harbor, it was time for an upgrade. But what made the new torch so special? let's uncover the shining secret behind the torch you see today. Bartholdi's original torch design for the Statue of Liberty was simpler than the one we see today. Time and weather took their toll, and the original torch had to be replaced in 1986, exactly a century after the statue's inauguration. So, what's the story behind the new design? You're going to want to hear this next part. But let's try this one first. What type of metal covers the new torch of the Statue of Liberty? Yes, the new torch, coated in 24-karat gold leaf, isn't just for show. It reflects sunlight by day and shines from within at night, symbolizing enlightenment. It's a beacon that continues to inspire millions. And speaking of inspiration, let's talk about the engineering behind the statue. At the time Bartholdi approached Eiffel, he was already engaged in other significant projects, including the construction of the Eiffel Tower. This may have made him hesitant to take on additional work that would require considerable time and resources. However, Bartholdi's passionate vision for the Statue of Liberty and its importance as a symbol of freedom and friendship between France and the United States ultimately swayed Eiffel. Recognizing the significance of the project and the innovative engineering challenges it presented, Eiffel agreed to contribute his expertise. Do you know what role Gustave Eiffel played in the creation of the Statue of Liberty? Eiffel acceptance led to the creation of a groundbreaking internal framework that would support the statue's impressive height and ensure its durability against the elements. He crafted a revolutionary iron skeleton, something the world had never seen before. This flexible framework allowed Lady Liberty's copper skin to bend and sway with the wind and temperature shifts, keeping her safe from cracks and damage. Thanks to this engineering marvel, Lady Liberty has stood tall and proud, braving New York's wild weather for over a century. But there's more to this story, and it's just getting started. Eiffel's revolutionary design wasn't just about keeping Lady Liberty standing tall. It was about creating a masterpiece that could journey across the ocean to find its home in New York. But here's where the story takes an unexpected twist. The real challenge came in transporting this giant symbol of freedom. Imagine it. The statue disassembled into 350 pieces, each one packed with care into 214 wooden crates. It wasn't just a shipment. It was like the world's biggest puzzle, waiting to be put together on Liberty Island. And while most people know about her grand arrival, there's a hidden detail that often gets overlooked. Inside one of those crates was a special tribute. Can you guess what it was? What was the special tribute found in one of the crates? A letter from French school children. This secret note wasn't just any message. It was a touching gesture of friendship and goodwill, a symbol of the deep bond between France and America. It was a reminder that the statue wasn't just a colossal gift. It was a bridge between generations, carrying hopes and dreams across the ocean. A little piece of history, tucked away, that spoke of a connection meant to last forever. Now we've uncovered the engineering marvel and the heartfelt messages hidden within Lady Liberty's journey. But there's another layer to this story that you won't find in most history books. You see, the influence of Freemasonry wasn't just behind the scenes. It played a pivotal role right on center stage. In fact, during the pedestal's construction, something happened that rarely makes it into the history books. A ritual filled with symbols and covered in mystery. It's the kind of ceremony that leaves you wondering, can you guess what it might have been? What special ceremony started the building of the Statue of Liberty's pedestal? Take a guess. construction of the Statue of Liberty's pedestal was initiated with a cornerstone laying ceremony. This ritual is deeply symbolic in Masonic practice, representing the foundation of a new structure or idea. The cornerstone for the statue's pedestal was laid with great ceremony, symbolizing the enduring values of liberty and democracy that the statue stands for. As part of this ritual, a time capsule was placed inside the cornerstone. It is a copper box and contains items like American coins and copies of the U.S. Constitution, capturing the spirit and ideals of the time. Now, what kind of person would be trusted to lay the cornerstone and place a time capsule for such an important symbol of liberty, blending tradition and ceremony with a hidden connection to a secretive society? And here is the next question for you. Who was chosen to lead the cornerstone laying ceremony? Indeed. William A. Brodie, a prominent Freemason who served as the Grand Master of Masons in New York, had the honor of laying the cornerstone for the Statue of Liberty's pedestal on August 5th, 1884. As part of this ceremony, he carried out the ritual with the traditional Masonic tools, a silver trowel, square, and compass. These tools are not just symbolic in Freemasonry. They represent values like morality, strength, and wisdom. Brodie used the silver trowel to spread mortar on the cornerstone, a gesture that symbolically connected the physical foundation of the statue with the spiritual ideals of Freemasonry. This ritualistic act by Brodie not only anchored the statue physically, but also connected it to a deeper, centuries-old tradition that many visitors remain unaware of to this day. The ceremony marked the beginning of the construction of the pedestal, symbolizing the start of this critical phase of the project. The cornerstone, laid by William A. Brodie, served as the foundation stone upon which the rest of the pedestal would be constructed. It's amazing to realize that influential figures like George Washington, William A. Brodie, and other well-known leaders of their time held such strong beliefs in rituals. These weren't just symbolic gestures. They were deliberate acts performed by some of the most brilliant minds in history. It makes you wonder, did they understand something about these rituals that held a knowledge that hadn't come to us? Ordinary people? They must have had good reasons for the ceremonies they performed, especially ones as significant as those for the Statue of Liberty. With all the challenges and setbacks, time was running out, and the dream of seeing Lady Liberty standing tall seemed to be slipping away. The pedestal, the foundation she desperately needed, hung in the balance, and funds were running dry. It was a moment of crisis, a race against the clock. But just when hope seemed lost, a new hero emerged, armed not with a hammer or chisel, but with the power of words. Enter Joseph Pulitzer, who used the might of the New York World newspaper to ignite a movement that would change everything. But how could a simple newspaper campaign turn a funding crisis into a nationwide mission? Let's find out. How did a newspaper campaign save the Statue of Liberty's pedestal? Pulitzer's strategy made the pedestal a people's project. By publishing the names of even the smallest donors, he turned it into a cause that engaged people across the country. And together, they raised over $100,000, ensuring the pedestal could be completed. This is how Lady Liberty finally got her place to stand tall. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Remember that hidden political influence we mentioned earlier? Well, it's time to lift the curtain and reveal the surprising players behind the scenes of the Statue of Liberty's construction. You might not expect it, but a political group, long dissolved and often forgotten, played a crucial role in making sure this iconic symbol found its home in New York Harbor. This group was active in the mid-19th century, and they were unlike any other. They believed in a balanced government where Congress stood strong alongside the president. Ideas that were ahead of their time. They pushed for economic modernization. Think railways, roads, canals, and national infrastructure. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Even after their official end, many former members kept quietly working behind the scenes. They influenced America's path, supporting projects like the Statue of Liberty's pedestal to ensure this symbol of freedom could rise tall. Their unexpected contributions helped shape history in a way that most people never realize. Get ready, because their story will make you see Lady Liberty in a whole new light. Take a guess before we reveal it. Can you guess which political group was behind this hidden legacy? Absolutely. The Whig Party. This is a party that was very active in the United States during the mid-19th century and often slips under the radar in history, but their impact was profound. They championed a strong federal government. They were fiercely opposed to what they saw as executive overreach, especially during the time in office of the first Democratic Party president, Andrew Jackson. What makes the Whigs especially interesting is their diversity, a coalition of reformers, business leaders, and advocates for balancing government power with individual liberties. Even after the party dissolved in the 1850s, its ideals lived on through its members. And believe it or not, those ideals found their way into the creation of the Statue of Liberty's pedestal. Their quiet but crucial role helped ensure that this symbol of freedom would endure for generations. Which key figures from the Whig Party helped secure funding and support for the Statue of Liberty's construction? The hidden legacy of this political group and their allies in the creation of the Statue of Liberty is a little-known chapter of history. Their contributions, alongside the efforts of people like Joseph Pulitzer, helped turn a French gift into a lasting American symbol of freedom. But there's so much more to uncover about their mysterious influence in American history. Who founded this party? What does the word Whig means? Did this party win any elections at all? What happened after its dissolution? And much more. Join us in our next video as we dig deeper into the untold story of this group's lasting impact on the United States. You won't want to miss it. That's it for today's deep dive into the Statue of Liberty's hidden history. Who knew there was so much behind that famous face? If you enjoyed uncovering these secrets, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.